All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all praises and infinite glory unto Yahweh by Shem Shai, by Shem Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And also peace and safety to the Akim that's spread across the four corners of the world, that's pushing out this truth with all diligence and also putting their lives on the line to do so. The brother Karasazai of Great Millstone, Atlanta. Here with the lesson, just basically going into the topic of, the things, that we may go through, for Yahweh by Shemi Awashad. You know, when you add it all together, it doesn't even closely, you know, uh, compare, to the glory, and the rewards that Yahweh by Shemi Awashad, has in store, for the elect. You know, that's why we're striving, and we're, making our bodies a living sacrifice, for those things. All right, because we see that the scriptures are actually living. You know, we did a lesson, the other day, just going into, how the Lord is gathering the nations, in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, and that's a major prophecy, that's going on, because that brings in World War III. All right. So for the things, that we may go through, loss of job, you know, your family, all of that, it can't be compared to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and what he has in store. All right, and a great example of that, so like a great example of that, is the Book of Job. That's when we reverence, the pain, the suffering, the infirmities. We read accounts this in the scriptures, to make it to lighten the load, so to speak. All right. So, nevertheless, I'm gonna start off in Romans chapter 8 and verse 18, and it says, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." You see, so the glory, is soon to be revealed within us, man. All because the sufferings, that we're going through for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, that's why it's important to, when the scriptures say in Revelation the third chapter, to let no man take your crown. All right, because it's been instances where men has letting, worldly affairs, or things that really didn't matter, take their salvation away. All right, so for the sufferings that, and Sirach the second chapter. That's why it's important to stick to milk scriptures, so you can, guide your way through this thing, because the milk, is really what helps you. All right. So it says verse 19, so like it says, "For the earnest expectation of the creature waiteth for the manifestation of the sons of the living power." You see, so we're that's why the scripture tells us to be still, you know, because we're waiting on, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to reveal itself to the world, and show who he really is and who he's really for. All right. So let me skip down here to verse 35. And it says, "Who shall separate us from the love of Yahweh Shah Mashiach? Shall distress," so like it says, "shall tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword?" So that goes to show you that if these things haven't, came, then they are going to come. The famine, pestilence, the sword. All of these things are written. And it's going to come to a city or a town near you. So like the scriptures say, what our person you ought to be, roughly paraphrasing. In all manner of conversation, holy God. All right. So we must continue to groom ourselves, on a daily basis, man. Whether the camera is on or off, to be perfect servants of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. It's verse 36. It says, as it is written, see, as it's written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. You see, so it's written already. All right. That's just the curses that are put upon us, man. All right. And it says, we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. You see, the scripture says that we are sheep, in the midst of wolves. All right, not the other way around. All right, so it's important, to have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, and be a sheep. You know, sheep are humble. They take your guidance. You know, and that's the same way we have to be, man. All right, in order to make it through this thing, this is not it's not as easy as you know some may make it seem. All right, we go through all sorts of things, man. All right, that tries our patience, stress, but that's why the Lord gave us the power of prayer, okay, and the name, all right, to get us through it. All right, so we have to put that to use, okay. So it says, verse 37. It says, nay, in all these things we are Salaki, verse 37 says, nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. All right, so the scriptures say that we're more than conquerors, man. All right, and we wholeheartedly believe that. All right, so from here, I'm gonna go to Philippians, the third chapter and the eighth verse. It says, yeah, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahushua Mashiach, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Yahushua Mashiach. You see, so this is heavy, all right, because Paul is telling us here that we count all things for dung, that we may win or gain over Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, man. All right, there's nothing to be compared to that. All right, so if you feel like you're stuck in between, the world, or whether you want to give your life over to Yahweh by Shemi Shai, that's really there's no comparison. That should be an easy choice, man. All right, especially with the things that's going on, in the world. That's an easy choice, man. All right, and that's why the scriptures say in the book of Revelation that the Lord don't deal with the lukewarm, man. All right, He don't deal with the 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Not fully persuaded. You know, judgment is about to come, man. You know, so it's verse 9. It says, and be found in him, not having mine own righteousness, which is of the law, but that which is through the faith of Yahushua Mashiach. You see? So that goes to show you that having the faith, is more than just being strictly abiding by the laws. That's what's going receive us our salvation, man. It's having faith, you know, because we're in captivity right now. We can't, uphold each and every law that's written in the scriptures, man. All right. And it says the righteousness which is of the most high by faith, that I may know him and the power of his resurrection and his fellowship of his sufferings, being made comfortable unto his death. So that was pretty much the point I wanted to hit. But the Lord willing, it was edifying. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. by giving all praise and infinite glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakwadash, the blindness to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Till next time, Shalom.